Hi everybody, Donna Durbin here with Clear English Coach. How are you doing today? Let's work on the past tense ed rules. These are grammar rules for adding ed to past tense verbs. The rules are very similar to when you add s on a word and it becomes a z sound. It all depends on the air of the last sound of the word. So these are rules for adding ed for past tense verbs. Number 1, if there's air plus ed, the sound is a T. The only difference between the T sound and the D sound is the air. Say the last sound of a regular verb. If air comes out with the ending sound of the verb, it is unvoiced. So when you add ed to make it past tense, the ed sounds like a T. So here's practice words. I'm going to say them twice. Talk becomes talked. Talk becomes talked. Hope becomes hoped. Hope becomes hoped. Dance becomes danced. Dance becomes danced. Laugh becomes laughed. Laugh becomes laughed. Tax becomes taxed. Tax becomes taxed. You have to have the KS on tax. So we have to hear the K and the S. Taxed. Now rule number 2. If there is no air plus ed, you have a D sound. So if the last sound of a regular verb has no air, it is voiced. It has a vibration. So when you add ed to make it past tense, it will sound like a D. All vowels are voiced. So let's practice these words. Play becomes played. Play becomes played. Love becomes loved. Love becomes loved. Smile becomes smiled. Smile becomes smiled. Breathe becomes breathed. Breathe becomes breathed. Grab becomes grabbed. So now you should be able to understand why it's important to whether it's a voiced or unvoiced. And most of my clients have trouble with the voiced sound sounding voiced. That's the vibration. Now, rule number 3. If it's T plus D plus ed equals an extra id, an extra syllable. If the last sound of a regular verb ends in a T or a D, the past tense has an extra syllable, id. So want becomes wanted. Seat becomes seated. Rest becomes rested. Decide becomes decided. Need becomes needed. Attend becomes attended. So let's practice these verbs using the correct pronunciation. Remember, you have to pay attention to whether the last consonant sound is unvoiced or voiced, whether there's air or no air. And I've already listed the words written with their ed past tense. I'm going to say them twice. Say them after me. I'm going to read across. Asked. Asked. Advised. Advised. Accepted. Accepted. Baked. Baked. Agreed. Agreed. Afforded. Afforded. Cooked. Cooked. Answered. Answered. arrested, arrested. Dropped, dropped. Burned, burned. Defended, defended. Finished, finished. Carried, carried. Expanded, expanded. Guessed, guessed. Changed, changed. Exported, exported. Missed, missed. Explained, explained. Presented, presented. Packed, packed. Filled, filled. Printed, printed. Relaxed, relaxed. Interviewed, interviewed. Repeated, repeated. Okay, good luck with these. Pay attention to the verbs, whether there's air or no air at the end of the word when you add an ed, and then you have these three different pronunciations. It either ends in a T, a D, or an id sound. Good luck. If you like this video, please like it and share and subscribe. And you can always contact me for more information about my full American pronunciation accent reduction program. There's a link below that you can contact me and set up a call. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye.